So this is the big legal question that I think is very fair, which is why not let them try again, or why not let this go in front of a jury? So to dismiss something at this stage, what the judge is ruling is that no matter what the evidence turns out to be, they could not possibly win this case based on the elements of the claims that they've brought. So remember, when ruling on a motion to dismiss, the judge presumes that every single thing that Wayfarer put in that complaint can be proven. That is absolutely true. And he's saying even if you prove everything in there, you still can't prove defamation. You still can't prove civil extortion. And it's not necessarily because they said the facts the wrong way. It's because the law doesn't allow recovery in those circumstances. I know that's a complicated concept. And frankly, if he had said, I think this is all bad and don't come at me with civil extortion because no one even knows if that's a law, but you can try again on the defamation, that wouldn't have surprised me. That would have been a reasonable thing for him to do. But I don't think it was unreasonable for him to say, no matter how you slice this just can't be. I'm reading your document as if I'm sitting at trial listening to you put into evidence, credible evidence proving every single thing in that very long complaint. And it still isn't enough to prove defamation. You just can't do it. Now, the question that people are starting to ask, which is a good one, is if they find out new information, could they amend the complaint and file a new claim? And the answer to that is maybe. Maybe. Let's just say that something lands on Justin Baldoni's desk that says, I'm a whistleblower from the New York Times, and I have a recording on my phone of Blake Lively saying, yeah, I know that this isn't really true, but you're the New York Times, and I know you'll tell you what I want, or something. I don't know. Could they go back and try to raise that again? Maybe. That would be up to the judge to decide. But it's not his job to say, go back and see if you can find more facts to make a better claim that meets the requirements of the law. It's right because, and I understand why people get frustrated, because it's like, you don't have the facts that you need to allege this claim. And it's like, yeah, but if you don't let me get to discovery, I can't get the facts, right? Like, that gets really complicated. But it's not his job to say, go out and find more facts. It's his job to say, put something in front of me that allows me to say that there's a possibility you might prevail on this claim somewhere down the road. And you have not done that. You have done hundreds of paragraphs and you still haven't done it. I have no reason to believe that there's any information out there of which you have not advised me, except on those two claims where he says, I think there might be something else out there that if you added it to this might fix it. So he's specifically given them leave to amend. I think a good way to think about it is the way the standard kind of is if we were to have a trial on Wayfarer's claims and that trial went exactly like Wayfarer wanted it to, every single witness and every single document and every single thing turned in their favor, and they had all the credible evidence and all of the right witnesses and everything got admitted and everything just went absolutely swimmingly, and they were able to prove each and every allegation in that complaint by a preponderance of the evidence, they would still lose because the instructions to the jury on the law would set elements and a standard that they could not meet based on those facts. That's kind of what the judge's decision is here.